Fantastic. Okay. Okay, it is roughly 6 p.m. Welcome to the regular meeting of the San Benito County Planning Commission. I call the meeting to order. If we could please read the temporary procedures for COVID, please.
The San Benito County Planning Commission welcomes your comments. Each individual speaker will be limited to a presentation total of 3 minutes. When addressing the commission via Zoom, phone, or in the chambers, please state your name and county in which you reside for the record. Please address the commission as a whole through the chair. If participating on Zoom, select the Participants tab and click the Raise Hand icon. If you are using a phone, please press *9 to raise your hand. When your turn arrives, you will hear that you have been unmuted. If participating in the chamber, please complete a speaker card identifying the item on which you wish to speak, and provide your complete card to the clerk prior to consideration of the item. Speaker cards are available on the table at the entrance.
Thank you. Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Pack, if you could lead us, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If we could please get a roll call.
Planning Commissioner Devin Pack, District 5, present.
Planning Commissioner Robert Scagliotti, District 3, present.
Chair Gibson, I'm here too.
And we have one absent, and there's one vacancy in District 2.
Thank you. Department announcements.
I don't have anything. Mike, anything? Nothing tonight. Thank you so much.
Very good. Is there any public comment? This is for items that are in the purview of the Planning Commission, but not on the agenda this evening. Is there any public comment via Zoom?
No public comment via Zoom.
Any public comment in the chambers? Seeing none, public comment is closed. Consent agenda.
For the
That all about?
Echo.
yes, we have an echo problem.
Sounds like a feedback loop.
Did County Council have something to add?
No, I just wanted to state that I'm appearing at the meeting by Zoom this evening.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Okay, to the consent agenda. In acknowledgement of public hearing, certificate of posting, and the minutes.
I move that we adopt the minutes from the meeting of August 18th, 2021.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. 3-0. And that was the minutes. Okay. Could we just get the whole consent agenda done, please? We have a motion to do the entire consent agenda.
I motion we do the entire consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
First and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. 3-0. Thank you all. Regular agenda. Item number 4, Resource Management Agency. Mike Chambliss. Appoint a new planning commissioner to the Affordable Housing Ad Hoc Committee.
Hi, yes, Ariel Goodspeed, planner with the county. So back in December of 2020, the inclusionary ordinance was adopted by the Board of Supervisors. We still need to finish up the feasibility study for the in lieu fee as part of the inclusionary ordinance. And to do that, we need to appoint a new commissioner. Previous commissioner on the affordable and ad hoc committee had been Commissioner Eggers, I believe. And so we need a new one to schedule an ad hoc meeting in order to address a few last questions by the consultant to wrap up the feasibility study.
Fantastic. Do either of the two remaining commissioners have a wish to join me on that committee?
Well, the question is, at this time, what is the schedule of that committee's meetings?
As soon as we appoint someone, we're looking to schedule a meeting within the next few weeks based on consultants' availability. So within October, the goal is to get the in lieu fee wrapped up by the end of the year.
No? Okay. Is there any public comment on this item? Anything via Zoom?
No comment via Zoom.
Any public comment in the chambers? Seeing none, public comment is closed. Is there a nomination for, oh, actually, we don't need one. I can appoint you. So Commissioner Packey will join me on the ad hoc committee.
Okay, very good.
Wunderbar. Thank you. Item number 5, public hearing. PLN 210003, Tobias use permit.
Hi, good evening, Chair, fellow commissioners. This is Ariel Goodspeed with the County Planning Department. And tonight I'm here to present the Tobias use permit located at 2250 and 2290 Shore Road. County file number PLN 21003. I'll be reviewing the project's location, description, site plan, land use consistency, CEQA, and staff's recommendation for tonight. You can't see it at the moment, but it's located on Shore Road. It is south of Fraser Lake Airport. It is north of City of Hollister. It is west of the unincorporated area of Dunville, and it is east of Highway 25. So the project site is relatively flat. It's a 50-acre parcel. It's a rural area. It's historically and currently farmed. There are 2 existing residents on the property that are on the frontage of Shore Road. So the proposed project is to construct a new 25,000 square foot storage structure to be used for produce bin storage and also the maintenance of farm equipment. So maintenance of farm equipment would include repair, fabrication of, servicing and repairing tractors, farming implements, and pipe and such that are normal operations of a farm. The other portion for storage is to support the company's winter squash program that runs in the fall of each year between September and December. There's no new water supply proposed as part of the project. Fire has required that there be 15,000 gallons of storage, sprinklers, and a 2.5-inch hydrant. There's no septic proposed as part of the storage building. They have to comply with county drainage requirements. There'll be a detention basin. There's going to be outdoor lighting for security purposes of the building. There will be a 20-foot wide gravel driveway for access to the storage structure. The entrance of Shore Road per Public Works requirements will be required to be paved to county standards and Caltrans standards. So the project was specifically placed towards the middle of the property, and this was to make sure that it was out of the earthquake fault zone, out of a flood zone. It is a distance from the current residences and both on-site and off-site. This is an aerial photo of what the storage structure is going to look like. It's going to be 250 by 100 feet. It's a metal prefab building, so. It is located on general plan agricultural land use designation. It fulfills agricultural integrity, locally grown produced food, right to farm and ranch. It's consistent with both permitted uses of agriculture and accessory buildings, and it is also considered a conditional use under agricultural processing. County's definition of agricultural processing also includes storage of harvested products, and so due to that definition, it was considered a conditional use. An initial study and mitigating negative declaration was prepared for the project in conformance with CEQA. It was circulated for public comment between August 4th and September 2nd. We only received 2 comment letters back. One was from U.S. Fish and Wildlife that stated they had no comment, and one was from the State Water Resources Control Board that stated that they did not meet the definition for regional water permit. Both of those were documented in the final initial study MND that was attached. There was only a couple mitigation measures needed. Some of those had specifically to do with being near a fault zone, and then of course cultural, in case come in contact with any cultural resources, those were there as well and included in your attached resolution. So staff is recommending that you adopt the initial study, mitigating negative declaration with the mitigation monitoring reporting program, and adopt the attached resolution of approval for PLN 21003, subject to the findings and conditions of approval included within the resolution. And I am happy to take any comments or questions at this time. We also have the applicant present if you have any questions for the applicant.
Thank you. Commissioner Pack, do you have any comments, concerns, questions?
Not at this time.
Commissioner Scagliotti?
Yes, I have one question, maybe 2 questions. Question number 1, is this going to be a packing shed at some point down the road? Or are you just going to use this for storage? Or at some point, are you going to turn this into a packing shed? A full-blown packing shed?
I'd just like to start off by saying thank you for having us here tonight. Thank you for your time. I'd like to thank Ariel and the planning department for all their help and everything that they have done as well. Currently, our squash program has a hole in that the food safety requirements that are being elevated require that we have an indoor secure storage, which is unfortunately making the current storage facilities that we have on numerous of the other ranches that we farm no longer able to use for that. And that's why we have now implemented this project in order to obtain more storage for our program.
Okay, so the packing shed where it's at passes all the food safety criteria right now?
Correct.
Okay. How big of power are you going to pull to this barn? How much power are you bringing?
To the storage facility,
Yeah.
we're working on developing that. We're working with PG&E on that because we're also working on putting in an agricultural well on the property as well. And so we're working on with them to determine the necessary need for this facility.
Okay, because you're going to need a lot of water to keep those 15,000 gallon tanks full, and the water in that ranch is pretty minimal. That's why I asked those questions, okay?
Yeah, okay.
You're going to dig a well.
Yeah, we're currently working on that process.
Yes, sir.
Follow-up question. So with regards to the winter squash cultivation program, how much acreage do you currently have under cultivation with that program, and how much do you anticipate having under cultivation?
We currently cultivate about 150 acres of winter squash. At this time, the program has been slowly growing, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to grow it. And this facility with more storage will allow us to hopefully continue that at a steady progress as we try to grow our farming operation and continue that.
I just had a question about the drainage. How is that going to work with the water level over there?
They came out and did some sampling and did some analysis on that, and then they were able to engineer that and said that that was an appropriate plan based on the samples that they had taken.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions from either commissioner?
Is there wording in this resolution that we're going to pass that if it does become a packing shed, that they have to come back to the planning commission and have it replanned and redone again? Not trying to be a stinker, I just want to make sure that we're dotting all our i's and making sure everything's lined up.
Yes, so I believe it is in the resolution, item 3, there's a requirement to be within conformance of the plan, and it, let me pull it really quick and read it to you. Also, that drainage plan is attached as an appendix to the MND within your packet as well. Let me just grab it real quick. Here we go. So the development and use of this site shall conform substantially to the proposed project description, site plan, and conditions of approval as approved by the Planning Commission. Any increase in the nature of intensity or land use on the site beyond that already analyzed shall be subject to the further planning review and approval. Approved plans and specifications shall not be substantially changed, modified, or altered without written authorization from the Planning Department. All work shall be in accordance with the approved plans and with San Benito County Code.
Very good, thank you. Is there any public comment via Zoom? No public comment. Any public comment in the chambers? Seeing none, public comment is closed. What is the wish of the commission?
I move that we adopt this
We lost your
resolution.
slide.
Go ahead.
I move that we adopt and approve this particular resolution, this permit.
Okay, so we have a motion to adopt the resolution. Does that include the EIR?
Initial study MND.
Yes, initial study. Going on no sleep. Yeah, does your motion include that?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Is there a second?
I second.
Wonderful. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Actually, let's do a roll call vote.
Aye.
She'll call. If you could please call a roll call vote.
Commissioner Devin Pack,
Aye.
Commissioner Robert Gibson,
Aye.
Commissioner Robert Scagliotti,
Aye.
Fantastic. 3-0. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you to the members of the public. Okay. Board announcements. Are there any commissioner announcements, comments? No? Seeing none? Fantastic. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. 3-0. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.